Community-based organizations that do gender-based violence, or GBV work, often have to piece funding together from many different sources in order to keep their services running. It requires a lot of time and creativity to make it work. The amount of funds received for each of these funding sources is different for every organization. For some, they are primarily funded by government sources and donations. Others may rely very little on government and depend on their social enterprises to bring in a steady source of income. Access to funding also depends on whether you are operating in an urban or rural setting. When a piece of that funding is taken away due to grants ending, budget cuts, or a recession, organizations are left with large financial holes to fill. This directly translates to the services they are able to offer to survivors of violence. Funding cuts may mean staff layoffs and programs closing their doors, which translates to huge gaps in services, where victims and survivors are left stranded without the assistance they need. This causes workers to burn out and sometimes means that survivors are left in unsafe situations or are forced to return back to abusive environments where they could be victimized by violence again. The Mass Casualty Commission says that epidemic-level funding is needed for GBV prevention and intervention. GBV program funding needs to be made a priority to provide wraparound services and to keep people and communities safe. For more information, visit the Resources tab on our website at endingviolencecanada.org.